We need a theme song. I just realized that. Hey, everybody, welcome to the 1 year anniversary of the Comedy Workshop. It's been a year. I know. It's normally I start off with just me, but it's a little bit different today because these are all hosts of past and present, and why hide these beautiful faces? So thank you for joining in on the Comedy Workshop. I'm Scott Porteous, the founding father. No one will ever call it to me. I always want to be called that, but no one's going to call me the founding father. That's fine. It's fine. It's neither here or there. Anyways, thank you for joining. And if you haven't seen the Comedy Workshop, what this is several different comedians from all places of the world have been contacted and assigned a topic, a week's notice of a topic to do 3 to 5 minutes on. And after that, they do feedback, comments, suggestions, tags, really anything to help add to or improve the joke. This is a open comedy forum. I don't know the proper terminology, but by that I mean sometimes things are going to be said. Some things are going to be edgy. Some things are going to be taboo. Some things are going to be controversial. We don't know. We're just writers, creators, artists trying to figure all this shit out. So keep an open mind, and we're not here to offend, just do jokes. So keep that in mind. Ideally, this is a place where an idea becomes a joke, becomes a bit, becomes a set, becomes a chunk, becomes a special. Whew, I'm getting better at that. Anyways, here we are. Thank you all for joining. So we got Jester Lind, who is the host for Wednesdays usually. We have Keller Reeves, who is our Monday man, and we have Victoria, who used to be one of our regular hosts for, correct me if I'm wrong, Thursday and Saturday, or
Tuesday and Friday, I think.
See, I asked her to correct me if I'm wrong, and she did. That's the kind of productivity and PC culture we have here. Anyways, well, we're happy to have you to join us for this anniversary show. And we're still waiting on Bilal, who is our regular host. So he's been here from the beginning too, almost, as well as Kate. Speaking of from the beginning, Jester was on the very first show. So there's a little trivia here. No, I'm kidding. There's no trivia. So
I'm on. There's always a little bit of fun facts.
Okay. So we're going to keep, even though this is an anniversary show, it's not going to be anything more special, but we're still going to do a workshop. So with that being said, we'll do Keller, me, Victoria, Jester, and then if Bilal shows up a little later, we'll have him. Good? So Keller, did you want to, what was your topic? I didn't understand what it was.
Broadcast.
Oh, right, you mentioned that because you don't want to, okay, because your cousin works for something that you don't want to get him in trouble for.
No,
he did actually say that, but I did because he works there, but I didn't want to get him in trouble. Oh, I should have said that. Okay, hang on. I'm a good spy. So whenever you're ready.
Sure. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm worried about
faintly, but yes.
Faintly. Okay. I'll speak up. How's that sound? Okay. Yeah. So mine is broadcasting, which is it was a tough thing because I had to sign a release form to not release anything at the start of my job. So I'm having to try to paper this a little bit. But basically, I'm still doing the same job for my summer job back in '95. Took a year off before I went to university after high school and got the exact same job I'm still doing, which is, kind of nice, but it's like a bit, again, I know way too much about this subject. So it's really tough. It's funny because I instantly turn into like a hypnotist, I guess like or someone like very factual, like a librarian, like, no, this is actually the way it works and everything else. So I did write something interesting for you guys, is that Cablevision, which is what I do, broadcasting, which is what it is, was invented in Astoria, Oregon in 1950s. I know it's a fun fact. Nobody cares. Was living in an apartment on the wrong side of the hill and said, I can't get reception, then put a satellite dish, an antenna on top of it. His neighbor said, hey, how do we get that? He says, no problem, I'll run it for you. And that's exactly how Cablevision started. It's some stupid thing like that. So just can't get it, so he makes it. So, and that guy's name was Gottfried Leibniz. So that's what his name was. Not very funny, but that's the way it is. That's how it started. So the biggest unexplained cable and broadcasting and the invention of this, stories is the binary code, which is a lot of the facts that we send information. And you guys, everybody knows what binary code is, but nobody knows the backstory. And it's a fantastic backstory, so I got to tell you it, okay? What it is this. This guy, this fucking genius over here, this fucking guy, what's his name? His name is, and I lost it. Fuck, I have it in my phone. Because I never can remember, because they invented it in the 1600s. You guys know that binary code was invented in the 1600s? Yeah, 1679. And his name was, I said the wrong name, Gottfried Leibniz. That's who did it. And basically, he thought this, okay? This guy had been on opium. I don't know what he was on, but this sounds crazy to me, but makes so much sense. Binary code. Why do humans count to 10? That's what his thought was. Okay, well, because we have, 10 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. It's backwards on my screen. But that's what he said. So when you go to the next one, it's 11. He goes, we're counting wrong, everybody. We're counting wrong. He goes, it's got to start at 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because it starts again 1, 0, right? The next set of them is 1, 0 should be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. The second set, that's the story. But then this crazy son of a bitch, he thought, hey, if we count because we have 10 fingers, how does a cow count? He only has 2. And that's exactly how binary goes. It's just like 2 hooves. He's like, okay. So if we count 0 to 9, he only counts to 1. They're 2. So 0, 1. They became, that's 1 set. So now it goes 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. It goes, that's how it's so ridiculous to me. Anyways, I had to tell it. I'm sorry there's not a lot of jokes in that information there. But that's just the way it works. One more thing. As we're Canadian, except Bilal here, Rogers was one of the starts of cable vision, how things work now in broadcasting, like I said. And basically, he had a TV store, not Ted Rogers, his dad. His dad had a TV store in the 50s. Everybody's got to buy a TV. And they're like, okay, we do want to buy TVs. But when they took him home, they'd always call him and say, hey, my TV doesn't work because they didn't have antenna. They couldn't get reception. He goes, you sold me this perfectly good TV. It looked great in the shop. It looked shitty at my house. He goes, don't worry, I'll run a cable to your house. And that's how Cablevision started in Toronto and Canada. Anyways, I think that's my time. I don't know how long I did, but I think that's good enough for me. Thank you very much.
Great job, Kevin. Thank you for the lesson. The way you were doing your set, like it was almost like you're like trying to beat a time. Like you were playing a game show. Like, okay, name 10 things you can do with your like, like it was, the energy was there. I love you said if you ever have a special, I want it to be called Not Very Funny, but that's just the way it is. Because you said that, I thought that was hilarious. That you preface your joke like you're giving him a lecture, like you're giving lectures. It's not funny, just the way it is. I couldn't write too much because it was a little hard to hear. I'm very sorry, but I wrote down binary code was invented in the year 1001. Come on, Jester, that's a good joke.
Binary code is fantastic, and that joke was fantastic. I would give that joke a 10 out of 10.
That's thank you. That's all I got.
Yeah, no worries. Was it hard to hear me? I may be in the wrong location. I should go back to my workstation, maybe.
For me, it's a little hard. I don't know if it's my internet connection. It's very faint. Like you sound like you're talking from a different.
What?
He froze. He froze. He's turning into 420.
The 420 show went long.
It was like 2.5 hours, wasn't it?
It was a good one, yeah.
That's not surprising.
Everyone just.
I might use that for a future podcast episode. I'll have to give it a look after.
My longest is 2 hours and 49 minutes. I think I went one time with a group. We like.
Oh, you have a record?
Yeah, I think it was 2. It was almost 3. It was like just, oh my god, this has to end. And but we had some talkers, so.
Awesome. Anybody else? Some more people. Thanks to Bilal for joining in. We'll put you on after Victoria, just so you know. Anybody else have more feedback for Kevin?
I really like your finger thing, your binary, because the cow has 2 hooves. That was good, and you got into a good rant there. I thought that like some of the parts where you were just saying facts, you could just say like those are some fun facts. They're not necessarily funny facts, you know. And the binary code, I thought like it swings both ways, right? I don't know, like there's a bi joke in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, that would be good too. Yeah. I was literally just telling you the story of it. That's a true story. So it's one of those things.
It was really interesting though.
Yeah, thanks. It's my TED Talk, of course. Yeah.
Your
Every time I fall,
your
I'm not.
Ted Turner talk.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So thank you for that. I guess
Jester, anything to add?
Just Ted Turner talk.
That was a good ad. I have a quick question. So for broadcasting, is it like radio DJ? Like, what do you put up cable boxes?
Oh,
Like what?
for radio?
Like, what do you do? Because you said you knew.
Yeah, I'm a journeyman in the cable television. That's what I do. I fix cable. I work on fiber all day.
Okay, because I was saying you're a podcaster the way you're saying it. Like, oh, I know so much.
Oh no,
All
yeah.
right.
He puts it all on the line.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you. That was a good set and a good lesson. And this is from one of the people who were in the 420 show.
Anonymous user said, "My bad."
Yeah. Also, I'll just let you guys know who are commenting. Thank you so much. Also, if you want your comment not to be as anonymous, all you have to do is accept StreamYard as your Lord and Savior. There's a link you click on, and then just once you click on that, you give up all privacy and your name to StreamYard, and then we'll see who's making these amazing comments. Even though I can read them right now, I just
It's actually
Eric.
pretty kind
I don't know.
TOS.
All right, Eric
Nice
and
to see your
Aaliyah is
name.
commenting. Thank you so much. See, I can see you guys are commenting. I just have to go to a different window. Okay, I guess I'll do my topic now, which is okay. That's how I'll describe it. So my topic was morale, and yeah, here we go. Thank you, whoever put that on. That's very kind of you. Okay, here we go. I think it's safe to assume that planetary morale is at an all-time low. Like usually, this is the time in our life when we have some big motivational speech with like uplifting music and playing in the background, right? Like at any moment, I'm just hoping that Al Pacino is going to burst in on the scene, like on any given Sunday, and give the whole world a locker room talk. Like those aliens are laughing at us right now. Let's give them a cold. That's 2 references you can get there. Independence Day. Now, I may not have an answer or solution to the pandemic. However, I do have a simple solution on how I believe we can boost all of humanity's morale, and that's with one simple word: montage. Montage is a French word meaning to gradually improve through 80s music. Don't look it up. I just think that's what we all could use right now. Just a montage of our lives. Like that's the amazing thing about montages too. You can make them with anything. Like for me, it would be like, at least like where I'm at now, it would be like from spending like days in bed to like gradually brushing my teeth, and then slowly applying floss, and then eventually doing it all blindfolded, right? Because if Ralph Gamashi taught us anything other than how to do a sweet crane kick, it's that everybody gets better with the help of a montage. I mean, we already do it if you think about it. Like, how many times have you worked out, cleaned, or ran errands to music in the background? Congrats, you just did your own montage. So So typically, morale affects your frame of mind. So usually, when you work in a negative environment or retail, if you want to, that also is a negative environment. It puts you in a bad place emotionally and mentally, right? Like the military would run these annual USO shows to show their appreciation as well as help improve the morale of their troops, which I'm assuming is the only reason I haven't been asked to perform for the troops. So sometimes people book motivational speakers or TED Talks, except nowadays it's more like vaccinational speakers and COVID talks. Am I right? High five. Oh, that was a reach. As for my current frame of morale, I'm unemployed and broke, so at least I'm still a comedian. I recently bought groceries that would benefit from boosting my mental and physical health. Now I just need a microwave. That's all I got with morale in my 3 hours of writing. But thank you. It's helped my morale right now. Appreciate that.
That's not bad for 3 hours. I spent like 4 days on mine, so.
No one got your Independence Day references. Welcome.
That's okay. I make at least one movie reference a set. I noticed. I do that. I just plot it in there. So trivia nerds. So haha.
Welcome
Points.
to Oof. The Karate Kid taught a time plagued by outrageous pubic hair the importance of waxing off.
Ah.
I wrote you a tag, but I realized as I was writing it that I truly didn't understand what montage was, so I had to stop and listen. It's like I was pictures, like you had a bunch of pictures you see at schools, that's what I thought you meant.
That's a collage.
Thinking collage. So my joke.
Same. I mean, it's a collage for it is a collage for gradually getting better in situations slowly, and then having music in the background. I guess.
Yeah. No. I totally didn't understand what you meant until halfway through. So, like I said, this joke I'm going to give you right now, it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to give it to you anyway. So, okay. So collage. You said montage of our lives, and I thought that was funny, but I wrote that's not right. It says collage of our lives. Isn't it like when you die, you see your life flash before your eyes? That's what I was kind of thinking of. So it didn't make sense at all. Fucking, yeah, montage.
It's kind of montagey. No, it's not that. It's not that off.
When are you saying your life flashes before your eyes of the tiger?
Snoop. A montage of you dying.
I like COVID talks. COVID talks. I thought that was
See, you got it. You got
I
it.
liked it.
Yeah, I like that. It made me laugh hard. Yeah, because it's just so dumb. I love those really, really dumb jokes. So.
That was a reach. It was definitely a reach. I was trying to think of the motivational, vaccinational speaker. Is that a thing? That's what I was trying to say, and I kept on butchering my words.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I was just talking. Please.
But...
Aw.
I get the right.
So I was gonna say I really love your montage thing, and I thought you could do more of a comparison between a real montage and what it would look like. It's a real montage is a guy hitting steak, and then your montage is you eating steak, and a real montage is someone getting into shape, and then your montage you're getting into a shape. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, that's a really funny concept. More examples of me trying. That's for everybody else is nothing. For me, it's an effort.
Yeah.
At least you need at least one montage, maybe even a montage à trois.
I was thinking, what if you built a building and just had a bunch of flat screen TVs playing all of humanity's montages, and you call it the Montage Mahal?
Well played. I love that. Taj Mahal. That's good. That's good.
That one.
Thank you, everybody. Oh yeah, I get it. So Kellery gets commentary, but I don't. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine.
I think what it is,
Anyways,
we're all used to controlling the situation, and we're all being passive now. Like every one of us.
Yeah.
I think we're all like kind of like just waiting to jump in all the time. So being polite more than anything else.
it's adorable. I love it. I love the
I was
politeness.
gonna say, when you say you didn't know what a montage was, I was gonna be like, wasn't that the family from Romeo and Juliet or something?
It's funny because I was thinking about that too, like a Montague. I just didn't know how to write it, but I was totally thinking I should make a montage coup. I love that we're on the same wavelength. I just didn't want to spend like an hour trying to think how to write that, but yeah, I was totally thinking
Well, a
that.
montage goo would just be you jerking off, like
Oh my god.
And that's the misdirected comedy, folks.
Uh,
I made a
gross.
post about like a couple weeks ago about how I'm trying to write cleaner, so I'm trying not to do jerk off jokes, at least for this month. At least not like bluntly saying it. But yeah, that's funny. Okay, if there's no more feedback, we will go to Jester. Oh, you know what I just realized? I didn't do this for my topic. I always forget with me to do shit like this. Everybody else, I'm like, okay, this is a topic for me. It's like, fuck, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. So, Jester, what was your topic?
Recreational vehicles.
Yesterday, Kevin said he
Yeah.
has better topics than me, and I'm starting to see why.
So an
That's pretty
RV
good.
is for someone who likes camping, except they also want to have a sink and a shower and an oven and a bed and a roof. An RV is for someone who doesn't like camping. Actually, correction there. My family once spent the winter driving an RV across New Zealand for the summer. Now, it needed to be an RV because the problem with driving in New Zealand is you need to pull over constantly from counting all of the sheep. So you have to have an RV with a bed just right there. Now, I do like all of the hidden compartments on an RV. It's like every fucking surface is a jack-in-the-box, except like a card table pops out instead of like a cackling asshole, which is preferable. I also like that the dashboard looks like if Speed Racer drove a van. I like buttons. That's just something that's a true thing about me. Now, I do. Here's what I don't like. I've gotten pretty accustomed in my day-to-day life with, having my poop whisked away at the press of a button. At the very least, I think that's one of the best things about pooping. It's a feature. It's the whole fucking point. That you can basically, your body goes, that shit's not my problem anymore, and you can just fuck off into the sunset. But in an RV, no, you have to take that shit with you. And now, you guys, now your Rolly house also has to take a dump. Oh, RV salesmen, they will sell you on the fact that, you're going into these wide open spaces, but you're gonna end up in a fucking RV park, which is just a parking lot for houses that have to take a shit. It's not great. Now, a lot of shit. Okay, so in 2004, Dave Matthews Band emptied their tour bus RV's septic tank over a bridge in Chicago.
Oh.
At that exact moment in time, there was a passenger sightseeing boat touring the Chicago River. And I can't imagine what I would do if I had 800 pounds of liquored up rock star shit crash into me. What would you say? Too much? That's the last stop. I did it. Those are all Dave Matthews Band songs. Anywho, the incident resulted in $300,000 in settlements, donations, and fines, undisclosed, as to, it was all, behind doors, which is where pooping is supposed to be in the first place. And I feel like the situation was likely worsened by the fact that the band was on their way out of a town that is famous for having a 3-inch tall cheese lake that they call a pizza. Now, like, I don't know, maybe like if they were leaving like New Jersey where like you just had a couple of hot dogs, it'd be like, I don't know, 250 worth of shit damage. I don't know. I think they just got unlucky. But anyways, that's my time on RVs, you guys. Thank you.
Oh, that's what that stands for. I just realized that. I thought like RVs. I didn't know this is a recreational vehicle. Oh my god, it's
Yeah, it's
I don't know how to fix this
motorhomes.
layout. I don't know who did this one. Is that you, Jester?
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I put a spotlight and then someone else watched my authoritative hosting. Good job.
Watch as all hosts, all dead air assassins, try to be polite to one another.
Okay, so I'll start off here. I liked your counting sheep reference. I feel like there's a joke there about New Zealand people never having sleeping problems. There's so many sheep to count, something like that.
The people in New Zealand, unlike everywhere else in the world, can sleep well at night.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. When I first heard of recreational vehicles, I just pictured like a vehicle that was getting high, like in someone's like garage or something. This is a little stretch, but like I was thinking of RV because you're talking about like shit. So it's like RV, and I put down R, like basically RB, like how to do like BM. I was trying to like sort of maneuver that cleverly without making it really hard to do that. So I don't know.
So
You said the
in an RV, the sewage contained in there, it's called Blackwater, and it is the sketchiest Blackwater since the Blackwater Mercenary Corporation. I don't know. That's a bit of a deep cut.
Sounds like a video game reference.
Yeah, it's both a poop and overly political joke. So I just cut that one, but but told it anyways.
Your Dave Matthews. I put down like dumping waste on a bunch of people. I put down talk about groupies.
I like that a lot.
I hate these. And I just love you're doing your. I don't have much to add, but like your shit estimates, like $2, like $2.50 worth of shit is not bad. Like you're just, especially as a contractor, like trying to sell shit to people being shit on.
Celebrity.
Yeah,
shit.
what a hot dog! About that $2.50 for getting that shit on you.
Eh.
That's all I got. Good job.
Thank you.
I was thinking.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you can go.
No, why insist? Please.
All right. So I really like when you said your RV had to take a shit. It just got to me. That's really, and I like your crash into me and your Dave Matthews Band reference.
Oh, I just got that.
Okay.
And the only thing I could think of is like at the beginning when you were talking about going to the bathroom in like a regular toilet, like I got 99 problems, but a shit ain't one. Right?
Well played.
But
I like that.
that's it.
Actually, here's a deep cut. This is all of the following, and this is like these are all titles of Dave Matthews Band songs in a row. Makes up a whole chunk of my set.
Yeah.
It goes Rockstar Shit's Crash Into Me. What Would You Say is a song. Too Much, That's the Last Stop. I Did It. Too Much, those are all Dave Matthews Band songs, and it's just like a string of them that I just put
What is
together
this Dave Matthews Band?
Oh,
Ask a white
man.
person.
I know Matthew Good more than Dave Matthews myself. So
The only time I ever
and
heard
Matchbox
about it was
20.
when
Is he the guy
they
from
made a
the
reference to it in Community. That was it.
Hey ha, hey ha.
But yeah.
No, maybe I need to increase the space between my Dave Matthews references.
Sorry, Vlad, you're saying?
Oh, I was thinking like when you said it's a house that has to take a shit. Like what if they made like drive-through toilets, like it's a rest stop for it to shit. There's like a bathroom, but
like
Well,
like
what
a
if
pan is slide under your car seat or something.
That's what a rest
Well,
stop
there's a
is.
special stall in the regular beds.
Yeah, they
and,
have
a
that shit at
truck
rest
stop,
stops
and
and
man,
RV
who's in
parks.
there? They're really blowing it up in here. And then like an RV just comes out of the stall and like runs you over.
What? I'm imagining like a Roger Rabbit type of car, you know?
It's very
Who's
funny.
in there? My God.
I mean, it
It's
is
an-
like a vehicle shaped like an anvil more than a car.
I'm just picturing like a car actually take like the car taking the shit. Like it's just like letting go oil, but like it just looks aesthetically like how it shouldn't. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying my best.
It's like a car with a colostomy bag.
Oh, what a concept!
Yeah, I like the. I'm sorry, Bilal. Were you done?
Oh, I was gonna say one last thing. You know how James Bond had the like oil slick? Yeah,
Oh,
you could have like a shit slick. The cops are chasing you in your RV. They're like, "Oh, get them slow." And
yeah. Leaving you enough space to make a getaway at your max aerodynamic speed of 45 kilometers per hour in your 8-ton brick. Oh, they're fun. It's also kind of an interesting thing that it's like a house that's designed to be like shook up and down a road like constantly, like a house that's designed to operate constantly at earthquake frequency.
Do they have like mobile toilets? Like a wheelchair with just for toilets, like a bidet, like
I mean, they got the side of the road wherever you are.
yeah, but like you literally like take a shit while you're just going. You know what I mean? You don't even have to pull down or anything.
Those are called milk jugs.
Oh, like on.
What?
All right, this is getting crap.
You
Never.
take
Tell her
shits
what you
in
want.
milk jugs? How are you aiming?
If you're a trucker, yeah.
We've got this extension mechanism. Yeah, our urethra is on the end of an aimable stick. It's pretty great.
It's been a year, folks. What do you expect? We did like 300 episodes. We're eventually going to talk about shit sometimes. This is going to happen.
Trying to ruin Scott's streak of. Streak. See, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I was trying to ruin his streak of not being offensive. I was trying to get it out of him. So
Well, I could be offensive. I'm just trying to be clean. That's a difference.
yeah, that's what I meant. That's the same thing for me, I guess. Yeah. I liked your RV dump stuff. All of it was great. I thought it was a really good angle. It was pretty funny. One joke I had for you was you talk about driving across New Zealand with your family on a vacation in an RV. Like when you said vacation, I thought, yeah, it's more like a quest. I think if you talk about being like a quest because you're in New Zealand, if it's a good picture, and maybe you can get like 2-3 minutes out of that, I thought it would be funny. A funny angle.
I did climb Mount Doom, or
Yeah.
what ended up being the set of it's a volcanic mountain, and it's where they shot Mount Doom. So that's kind of cool. It was before they shot the movie, though. Actually,
You're on a quest for sure. So, yeah. Anyways, Mount Doom. Fuck, that'd be.
it was pretty bleak. I don't know, man. 7 out of 10.
Okay.
That's what I got for you.
No more You know what? I'm sorry. If I have offended the commenters, I'm sorry. You don't want to accept StreamYard as your Lord and Savior. That's fine. You can go totally anonymous. I won't say who's who. You know, just bring the comments in. It helps us feel like you like the comments. So, Victoria, what was your topic?
My topic, I don't actually know how to pronounce it. It's hubris.
Oh God, fucking cabin. I don't know what that is either.
is either hubris or hubris, but I chose to go with hubris. So when I heard that my topic was hubris, I really drew a blank. Much like my boyfriend draws blanks. I was confused. I'm not even sure what drawing blanks really means. English is my second language, so please be kind. What hubris is, I googled it. It's from the Greek, and it means excessive pride, violating the bounds set for humans, and it was always punished by the gods. For example, when I tell a producer that I will bring 2 friends to an open mic, not true, not humanly possible. Why would 2 whole people go to an open mic? There's no way. Maybe a woman and her baby, like 2.5 people would go, but not 2 whole people of their own free will. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't have 2 whole friends, so I already blackmailed everyone that I know to come to open mic, so that's not going to work either. When I'm telling a producer I'm going to bring 2 friends to an open mic, it is 100% violating the bounds set for humans. And I'm not trying to get punished by the god of open mics. I don't know what his name is, but I'm pretty sure he gets really inappropriate in the green room, like full frontal inappropriate. Oedipus is like a story of hubris, right? He heard a prophecy about himself that said he was going to marry his mother and kill his father. And by trying not to do both those things, he did both those things. He killed a stranger that turned out to be his dad, which is a huge whoopsie. And then he married a beautiful woman who turned out to be his mom. And it is said that when he found out that she was his mom, he gouged out his eyes, which is a little much, you know, coming from a guy with no parents. I don't know. I'm sure she was fine. You know, have you seen Pornhub lately? Like, he could have made millions. He would have gotten millions, and he would have had sex with his mom. So it's like a win-win. No vision, that guy. I have been the perpetrator of hubris in my day. I watched a lot of Disney movies, and then one day I thought everything's possible for me, so I'll just set out to do a master's degree with no money, no brains, and no plan. Just because I really like paying $500 a semester to listen to some old guy tell me about other old guys who were wrong and are dead now. And then I really have to learn everything about those old geezers. Otherwise, I have to pay another $500 again to take the class. Anyways, hubris is also the government thinking they can save us by keeping us all in our homes. Oh, this gets dark. Like the virus will magically stop existing. You know, like we're not all just going to start killing ourselves. You know, the TikTok life hacks are about to get real. Like hashtag hang the not drown is going to start trending on Twitter. Maybe they should just start putting antidepressants in the water supply so everyone can chill out. But yeah, that's everything I have on hubris. Hubris. Thank you.
Good job. Thanks, Jester, for helping me like put the proper settings. I never know how to do it, so it's this button right here. Then from now on, right? Okay, now I know.
And then you have to drag the person into the broadcast position. There's a first position in the interface.
Like this.
You just click on their photo and
I'll just do it for the rest of the night, and we'll talk about it afterwards.
Sorry, made him mad. Good job, Victoria.
You wouldn't be the first comedian to be taken down by hubris. I'll tell you that much.
You're talking, okay, so
it's pronounced hubris, like a colorful Jewish circumcision. Hubris.
That's good. Thank you.
Hubris.
So you said hubris or how do you fucking say it? Sorry, language. Excessive pride, right, Victoria?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a you can add to like, you know, like at the rallies they have excessive amounts of pride, or you know what I mean, like kind of make a shot towards the QAnon folk or whatever. The edit, like I was hoping you say that like make a Pornhub reference because I feel like there's, that's why I laugh, but I feel like there's like almost like a better way that I don't even know how to do it to reveal that, like a surprise, like. Cause I was trying to, as I was writing it, but then like Oedipus was like the ancient version of Pornhub. I didn't know how to phrase that
Oh, I
properly.
see.
Yeah, and then
He's
I put
like
down
the Pornhub's forefathers or something.
right or something like that, but just like kind of like a fantasy way of saying. And then I put down porn Heberus because that's hub. That's my wordplay. That's all like.
I need a browser plugin that replaces step so and so with literally anything else.
Neighbor, you know.
Yeah, neighbor, attractive cashier, bank
Person.
teller that winked at you once. Like anything that like is like woman in a short skirt on a subway you were on one time. Like anything, just not stepsister. Like I don't need trauma that I haven't had yet imparted upon me vicariously through porn stars. Thank you.
That's why you just mute it and you just make up your own dialogue. Not that I've ever done that.
I just fast forward to the good parts. I've already created my own fantasy. I don't need.
You need a porn dub.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of, it's I forget what you had said. It's shooting blanks. I don't remember what you said.
Draws blanks.
Draws blanks. That seems more like on the receiving side. I think.
Like I'm receiving the blanks.
Yeah. Well, I guess I theoretically, what were you drawing blanks?
Well, because I drew a blank on my topic, much like my boyfriend draws blanks.
I was like, what? I thought I wasn't sure what you were talking about.
Well, me neither. That's why I said I don't even
drawing
know.
A blank. Drawing a blank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I just got really confused. I didn't know what you're drawing. Like, and so I'm a Scrabble player, so that's like a real fucking good thing. That can be anything.
It's a wild card.
Sorry, were you gonna go below?
No, you can go. It's fine.
We need talking sticks. This would be so much easier.
Yeah, we need a conch. Okay, we can hold the conch just like on Lord of the Flies, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I liked your open mic 2 people stuff. You had to bring 2 people, reason stuff. I just started thinking right then that, and you put me down a weird trail of talking about how I think if I really need to get in and do that, I just go on Tinder and keep asking people to meet me there in the audience. I'll be there, don't worry. And just have 3 set up and just say they're coming in for me, and that's the way I would do it. I think it'd be a scam, a good one. So I don't know if you can use that, but and the other thing too, when you talk about hubris being like big on pride and whatnot, it was actually almost the it was the second place name for the Pride Parade. Actually, that's what I had. Hubris would have been a good name for it. I figure
the Hubris Parade.
Yeah. That's what.
Not even God himself could sink this flamingo float.
That's good. Thank you.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, I was thinking, and stop me if someone said this already, because I can't pay attention for shit, but I was thinking, when you're talking about the porn thing, like hitting with like all the incest porn, like it makes me really want to gouge out my own eyes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Then it would have made sense, because like you can't unfuck your mom, but you can prevent yourself from ever watching incest porn again if you gouge out your eyes.
It doesn't make sense why he gouged his eyes out. You think he just cut his dick off or something like that? Because he's mad he fucked his mom, so he'll gouge his eyes out.
So you think it would be better if he cut his dick off?
Well, I don't know. It just seems like more of a thing. Like, what would bother you more? Like seeing his mom in passion, I guess. The eyes are for. I don't understand why he cut his eyes out.
Maybe because his mom was so hot that, like, you know.
That dude was a Rex.
Again if he had to look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it doesn't make full sense to me, but yeah.
Can do it with no dick.
You can still do it with no eyes. I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
If you never want to do it again, it's either
Should have done both. If he was really committed, he would have done both.
It's
Yeah,
all the cops on her, thrown in
He's-
jail. No mom around you anymore.
exactly. He's kind of leaving the
Really,
door open for more.
Yeah, like what other limbs could he have cut? Like he could have cut off anything if he's gonna do the eyes. Like, oh no, I fucked my mom. Let me cut off my legs.
He could have just gone to therapy, you guys.
Yeah. Well, I think they invented therapy after that.
Yeah. It would be centuries before Freud would call something the edible complex.
I'm trying.
Before he would figure it out.
I'm trying to think of a pun because Oedipus and therapy. There's got to be something there.
Between piss and pee.
Sorry, I'm a child.
No, I swear, I'll eat up anything that's edible.
Well, that's pretty good, Victoria.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. I always enjoyed you. You're the first host when I was on this show, so as a fan, that's a bit of a history for you. And second host, actually, I think the two in a row.
Yeah, you were there
Aw.
all the time. I remember
Your show, for some reason, yeah.
that.
Oh, memories, you guys, memories.
Yeah.
Anyways, nostalgia. I don't have a flashback montage going on. Any more feedback or comments, or should we go with Bilal now?
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jester, do your magic because I don't want to fuck
I-
up. What was your topic, Bilal?
My topic was vacuums.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Wait, vacuum? Was it plural? I don't
I don't know how
know.
to spell it.
Vacuums. Okay. All right.
So
Sorry.
two C's.
Here we go.
Vacuum.
That's the best I got.
Vacuums.
Whenever you're
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad my topic was vacuums because the set is about to subvert expectations. Okay. Yeah, I think the word vacuum is really weird to me because I don't see a whole lot of words with two U's next to each other in English. It's got double U's, but I think two U's on principle should make the wuss sound like a W because why would they call it W if it makes a different sound? It's just dumb. I don't understand. People should be in jail for this. Yeah, I wonder how they cleaned that because you wouldn't really need a vacuum if you didn't have a carpet. So I wonder if carpets were invented by vacuum companies. Like someone just made a machine and they're like, oh, what does it do? And they're like, oh yeah, this machine it just I made a contraption that'll slurp dirt. And they're like, we don't need that at all. We have brooms. And they're like, oh well, I'm gonna sell you. I'm gonna make you buy one because I'm going to get everyone who builds a house to just staple fur to the ground. And you could use a vat, or if you got a really, really long comb, I feel like that would also work. I need to try that. And I never tried combing a rug, but you can probably charge more money for that. A rug comb. It's just you cut off you measure the room, how wide the room is, and then you just chop off an infinite comb to that length, and then you just run it across the rug, and then you shampoo. That'd be cool. I'll do that. Yeah, vacuums. Yeah, I'm sorry if it seems I'm against vacuums. I'm really anti-vax. All right. Let me see. I kind of I don't know. I always wanted to work in a gumball factory as a janitor, because they have those toys when you're a kid. And it's a little vacuum thing that you push and it pops all the. I'm just trying to recreate my childhood. That'd be cool. They should incorporate that into like every vacuum you get, like just a little thing that bounces balls inside it. It'd be fun. Probably calm the dog down, get it to shut up and stop freaking out. Let me see what else. That's it. Vacuums.
Good job.
Yay.
It was a tough topic. I love the. I don't got much to add because it was a hard thing to write, but I love the anti-vaxxer joke. But I wanted to say, oh, that was so great. Good stuff. I love the idea of the conspiracy with the carpets and the vacuums. I think there's something there. That's a really funny concept too.
The first vacuums were these giant ass, like horse motherfucking size things that used to drive around to people's houses, and I just think that's fascinating. Like the first giant version of everything is fun as fuck.
Wouldn't that be like the second vacuum? Because the first one's like in space.
Fair enough.
I know, Shane.
I really like your W thing. That was really good.
That was good.
That was really good.
I wish you had thrown a double too, just for the sake of all that.
I was thinking about
yeah.
that, and then I got really distracted. I was
Love
like,
a double. I like a letter that
What is
sounds like a
this?
fancy toilet.
in French, it's not a W, it's a double V.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
double.
Ew.
For a grand total of triple V. Oh.
That's
I'm so
even
confused.
worse.
I liked your first joke right away to use because I had to look down at my sheet when I wrote it down because I always write the topic where it is, and I spelled it incorrectly. I just like I had no idea if I spelled that way. But yeah, the two U's, W's, that was great. Good stuff. Sorry, did I interrupt you, Victoria?
No?
Okay.
So fucking polite.
I liked your rug comb stuff too. And I started thinking, if you're in a rug, it wouldn't be like you're combing it. It'd be more like you're picking it, you know, like a pick. Like, anyways, I just thought the funny concept, just sitting there, just prying things out of it was a funny thing. So, it's still, there's nothing you can do about it. But I love that whole conspiracy stuff too. That was great. Good job.
Yeah, if you're combing your carpet, you should give it bangs, maybe.
Yeah, braids or something.
Putting curlers.
Maybe a rake.
I think your line was stapling fur to the floor. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Add extensions to the carpet.
Carpet weave.
And that's how a rug came to refer to a toupee.
Well played. Any more feedback from anybody?
I think it was.
I feel like if the workshop had a catchphrase, it'd be any more feedback.
For me, it's always notes, you guys.
It's the workshop drinking game. Any more feedback? All right. Awesome stuff, Allow.
Thanks.
That'd be good. I guess we're gonna say I don't know what I want to do, but I'll figure it out before then. Jester, did you have some material you want to work on?
Yeah, I've got a little bit of
Beautiful.
stuff about anniversaries because today is the first anniversary of the workshop, and then I've got a workshop theme song that I'm working on.
Oh, I remember you feel so
Oh.
guilty. You're doing more
Oh my
than.
god.
Damn it! Now I feel neglectful.
Yeah.
It was fun. This is actually a byproduct of the musical comedy night that you organized, Scott. So
That you hosted.
that yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So
looking forward to it.
the first anniversary is paper, and I looked up anniversary gifts by year. Okay, you guys, and there's some disagreements. Some argue that gift giving during non-milestone years is gauche, but then the Hallmark.com website recommends giving a themed gift every year, so it's hard to know who to trust. Next year, we're coming up on cotton, which could be American money. For the third anniversary, it's leather. I think because at that point in any relationship, the relationship needs some spicing up. Time to do some weird shit with leather, you guys. For the fifth anniversary, the gift that you're supposed to give is wood. But that's not special. I get that every morning. For 13th year anniversary, it's lace, which seems sexy, sure, until your dick is stuck in some of those lace panties, like a dolphin stuck in a fishing net. Like, I can imagine a scenario where this all goes terribly pear-shaped. Now, the 14th year is ivory, which is a great way to say, I love you so much, I'd commit international crime for you. Now, I don't know if it'll last that long. Let's go work on to this, the workshop song. I don't have my sheet music, so I'm just gonna sing it. Is this joke too long? Did I tell it wrong? Should I say underoos instead of thong? I don't know. I'm kind of rusty. Tonight on the workshop we will keep it 100. Find out if our jokes work quite as well as we wondered if they would. In the workshop. I'm ready for the workshop, just give me the word. Oh wait, not that one, that one's fucking absurd. Oh well. Here's 5 minutes on birds. I'm just gonna wing it, hell I'll even sing if it's right. I can't leave the nest, so I'll be streaming on the workshop tonight. Time to cut my beak on the workshop. It's right, fight or flight. Scotty, beam me up a topic, and this week it's Star Trek. The closest thing I've seen to space communism is a Serb check. The way I feel about the pandemic, there's a Klingon word for it. It's Kvashak, and I think that's appropriate. I'm a Patek. Kevin, do me a solid and assign me a topic. I give him my number and 9/11 is my pick. Oh, fuck. Can I get a new one? No. Well, here goes. This topic's really heavy. It's a very big deal. Okay, not 13 floors of concrete, but still heavy for real. It's way too hot a topic, but it still won't melt steel. Can I use this? Let's find out in the workshop. Do I have it in the bag? Do I need another tag? Will I lose the crowd if I call Nana a hag? Do I have the rhythm? Does it need more precision? Should I cut the gross bit about circumcision? Should I tighten up the top after punchlines? Should I stop? Only if they're laughing. The worst thing, the only thing worse than a cricket is poor latency. Can I be heard clearly or eventually? I think I hear an echo. Vicky, can you hear me? Wait, now is that better? If not, I'll just reset her. Bilal's not here. Oh well, let's just forget her. It's casual here, okay? There's just no pressure in the workshop. There we go.
Oh, that was
so good.
So special. Thank you, Jester. Holy crap. Oh, the inside jokes.
Yeah.
Oh. Who is that? I won't say who, but I'll look at it. It's someone who's a fan of the workshop.
That was a
One
really
of
good
us.
song.
Very. I
There's
got
music
I
as well, but I have to put it together.
It was
no, it's really good. I can't think of anything to add. To be honest, I'm just lost in your eyes.
Aw.
Aw.
That's what that's my lazy man's response. So like, I don't know what I can add. Just compliment him. All right.
That was literally on when we did the musical comedy night. It's like everything is so deeply structured that it's like I don't know how to do any notes without working really hard. Like, send me the document and the sheet music and like give me some time, but it's like it's not. Yeah, it's one of those things.
That's one of those things where yeah, if I actually saw it, like I can like not dissect it, but I can like, okay, what could I? But yeah, it was really really good. Made me
Has anyone
smile.
ever received a really good or disappointing anniversary gift?
I never had an
Has
anniversary.
anyone been in a relationship that lasted long enough to give
Ooh,
an
ooh.
anniversary gift?
I bought myself an anniversary cake for doing 10 years in comedy. It's like-
Hey. Woohoo, double digits.
it actually said happy anniversary to me. He was
Aw,
like,
That's a big date. That's a big number. I love it.
Well, my wife
Nice.
had 30th anniversary this year.
nice.
Wow.
And we don't do anniversary gifts at all. We never have. So, yeah, there you go.
It's a mutual thing too.
Yeah, we just never did.
He's the one.
yeah, he just doesn't like buying gifts.
Yeah, Like, 'cause we're
But
like
to find someone the same who like that's that's great because you can. It's perfect.
Speaking each other's love languages, son.
Exactly.
I never have.
No
to.
one talks gifts in this house.
We have to convince ourselves. Okay, what do you want for Christmas? We have to talk each other into it. Yeah, come on, buy something. We have to get something. It's like
yeah.
it's pretty funny.
Uh,
Aw.
any feedback at all or suggestions or anything for?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Jessica.
Yeah, I kind of like spaced out during the song. Eddie, did you mention my name?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, literally in the lyrics of that song, there's a fill in the blank spot for whoever showed up late.
Oh,
You got it.
That's fucking great. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
In the,
go ahead.
oh, you said in the third year that it was leather, and I thought like it's time to hog tie and spank the workshop or something. Also, you said about the lace, it's like a dolphin stuck in a fishing net, and that is hilarious. That's really funny.
that was a good
I
one.
love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all the feedback that I have. That was really good.
Thanks.
I actually thought it was quite funny. One thing about it, though, that really bothered me is that you didn't put more effort into it and have your instrument played beside you, because I'm really disappointed at your music. And they started really criticizing it and listening to it. Like, how the fuck am I going to follow that? That's what I kept thinking, because it was so good. I really enjoyed it. So, anyways, like the whole time, I was like, fuck, he's put me through this? Like, shit. So,
Like
I did that
What-
last minute because literally Scott said right at open, "Oh, we need to get a theme song." I was like, "Aha!"
that's pretty good.
We can take it.
the one thing that upset me is that like what you did is what I should be. Like that's like the level of passion I should have and I should be doing. Like and I feel so like a neglected parent. Like just fucking,
No, man.
Nah,
It
like, I'll
takes
see you
a
on the
village.
weekends.
It takes a village, and we're all hosts that have been having a really great time with the workshop
Okay.
this whole
wonderful.
time.
I
You're
just gave the
all
workshop my
having a good
seed and
time
everybody
with
else freaking raised it.
Hey, it's kind of a weird coincidence. I actually also wrote a theme song to the workshop, completely unrelated.
Battle of the Bands.
Let's hear it.
I'm looking forward to hearing what you got to say.
We're gonna go in order, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go
We're
over.
gonna hear it now.
So just hold on to that puppy. Keller.
Yeah.
Victoria's gonna be right back. Okay, I guess I'll wait a couple minutes for Victoria to return. So we'll do Keller, myself, Bilal, and Victoria. I don't know where she just went. I don't want her to like leave during her set. That'd be my set's one thing, but her set no. Because I'll play I Spy. I don't know. We'll wait. We'll wait a minute. And then if she's not by Backman, then we'll go. Announcements. Okay, we'll do it. That's what we can do. Perfect. The best time to do an ad. This ad also brought to you by well, I got to do it now. I got to commit. Be right back. I'm just doing an ad. So this is happening Monday. This is the last show on Turbo for this season, and things are getting pretty spicy. Here we go. This is an ad.
This is The Workshop, and welcome to Turbo Comedy, where 8 comedians from The Workshop compete to see who can write the best short set in a short time. We then vote to send our favorite comedian to the final round. Comedians will have to work quickly to put together comedy bits, as each comedian only has 1 hour to write about a randomly assigned topic. They then have to perform their 3-minute set for the group. Once everyone's performed, we'll all vote online for our favorite comic. At the end of the tournament, we'll crown a winner, and whoever has the most votes will win a whopping $20. Get ready, it's time for Turbo Comedy.
Now, if you think you recognize the dulcet tones you've heard on that narration of a Turbo Comedy, that's because it's from Johnny Depp. No, it's from Jester Lynn. He is a talented mother trucker. Okay, so Tori is back. Keller, whatever you're working on, more than happy to listen to it. Do you want to set it up there, Jester? Because I dropped the ball last time.
Yeah, give her.
I did it. I did it.
Oh, it's
That was
Keller.
me.
Oh, I fucked up. I thought it was Vicky. Sorry.
I fixed it though. I know how to do stuff now.
Yeah.
Learning experience, everybody gets awesome. Okay, so I had some plans, and as like all these shows go, I always change my plans as I go. So, because everybody reminds me of something, like, oh, I really want to talk about that 3 days ago. Okay, so my first jokes and everything else. You guys ever watch this show like Swamp People at all? Anybody ever see this show? Like, like just to explain a bit about it, it's about these guys that live in Louisiana and they hunt alligators. Okay, that's what they do. And just to explain, you don't really need to see the show to understand it. Like, because I have to explain to get to the last part, but I don't know why I said that. The first guy is a main star named Troy Landry. Okay, and this guy, he's Acadian. He's like the French. He still says French words and shit. Anyway, but he's like the way he speaks, and that's why I figured out. Deep South people, they speak with they speak like a sex doll, basically. Okay, that's what they do. Okay, so any word you say, if you just make your mouth like a sex doll, you sound like you're from New Orleans, or at least Deep South Louisiana. Okay, so I'll explain. I'll show you. Okay, just by saying New Orleans, that's how I say it now. New Orleans, sex doll face, New Orleans. It just comes out exactly that way. It's every word you say. You can think about it, whatever you do. It's just the way it works. And that's how this Troy Landry guy talks, okay? The second star is this guy, Bruce, okay? Bruce, he wears blue jean overalls and, like, no shirts. The overalls are cut off at the knees. He wears Crocs and a bandana. He dresses like a toddler. That's what I'm saying. He's a grown man dressed like a toddler, but he has a mustache, and he's fucking pretty cool, too, okay? That's all I got to say about him for now. The last guy is this guy, Willie. He's this badass kid, and Willie's like, he's like starting when he's 19. He's going through, and like one time his gun, like, because that's what they do. They shoot 22 bullets, and his gun didn't go off, and they had this gator on the line, and so he just took out his knife and stabbed him in the head. And I was like, oh my god, this guy's so cool. I want to hang out with him, but I know if I hung out with him, it'd just be like this. Hey Willie, you remember the time you stabbed that alligator in the head with that knife? That was so cool. And then he'll just go like, shut up, bitch, and he just walk away from you. That's what he'd be. So it'd be like a horrible relationship between him and I. But anyways, they also have this other show. This is the last part of it. Okay, the other show, they go hunting snakes. That's what they do in Florida Everglades. They go hunting snakes, and it's always funny to me because these grown, tough, acting men are always like, ah! They're jumping all the way. They don't scream like that with the alligators, but they do with the snakes, and it's so funny to me. But the best part of this whole show, and this is why I just love this whole thing. And you can't write this stuff. And these guys are walking through the bush looking for snakes. And Troy Landry sees this. He goes, "Oh golly, what that?" And he walks over and he sees this dead snake. Okay, this snake carcass. And it was what it was. It caught a deer. That's what it did. It caught a deer, a full-size deer, and went up and swallowed this deer all the way up. And this deer, like from behind, and then it died because it got stuck on the antlers. The snake couldn't. So now it's just wearing this thing as a suit. Both have their head out of each other, dying. I'm just like, oh my God. And there's like, golly, look at that. And they just walked away. I'm like, no. I need some forensic on this. I need to know backgrounds. I need to know who saw these people, these snake and deer last. I need to know everything about this story. And that's all they was. Oh, golly, look at that. And they walked away. Anyways, that's my time. Thanks a lot.
Oh man.
Oh,
That's a great story.
oh yeah, that was. I love the passion. That was so fun. I was gonna say, like, how you said like how a sex doll sounds? I was like, how do you sound like compressed air seeping out? So I'm glad you explained it more. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Like how it looks, not so much how it sounds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All I wrote down was like, I didn't write that down. I put down, I want to see you. I want to see a show about you trying to make friends with crazy reality shows.
Oh,
Just you chasing people. Like that's so cool. Like the way that you're describing this thing, that like this sounds phenomenal, but like this is the kind of person you wouldn't want to like doing a fucking like a crime scene investigation. Like, oh, it looks like he did, and just walks away. Like, no, you can't. Like, I need to know, like, how this person died and why. Like, I would watch this guy as a private investigator. Like, just
no
see
shit.
the amount of this.
They didn't show the snake, so it just left up to my imagination. That's what bothers me so much. They didn't show the carcass. I'm just like, please just show it to me. That's all I want to see. I want to see this dead snake, bones over bones. It's just like, come on. And they didn't do it. So sad.
It was so funny though.
Ooh, that's swamp people. And I'm going to leave you in there, going to get the gator with no subtitles going. That's snake is out of swamp boat. You know, a fan boat going down the river. You know, it's fantastic.
Keep Boomhauer.
Fucking love that show.
Yeah, me too. Funny, you know, I forgot about it.
All needs subtitling. It's fantastic.
Let me ask you, Jester, okay, do you root for the alligators? I root for the alligators the whole time. I get bit, and they never get bit. But I'm always rooting for the animal get away.
I don't know. I'm constantly switching sides. Like it's one of those. It's like that one of those Breaking Bad situations on that reality TV show where like everyone, the swamp people and the gators are alike. Everyone's an anti-hero. It's like it's all. I'm into the drama, but I never know who to root for.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like a bunch of crocodiles making like a meth lab.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that happened. I'm gonna say that one.
Oh, fucking Breaking Bad English.
It's a patois.
Anybody else?
For the Willy guy, I thought like you're fangirling. I thought you could add that word in there.
Yeah, that's for it.
Maybe, yeah. And for the snake thing, I just thought you should add more to it about like how did the snake feel when you went, like when he started chewing the antlers, because you didn't know the antlers were gonna be there, right? So it must have felt pretty dumb. And maybe you can compare it to like one time in your life where you like, I don't know, did something stupid that you didn't know was gonna turn out this way. But yeah, it was really good. It was good.
It was like just maybe it's like two dicks docking that got stuck and you just can't get away. It's like a
What?
that, right?
It's like the deer is wearing a snakeskin suit with a pot collar, all looking all flying.
Yeah. Snakes can't back up. That's the thing, right? So they can't back up once they start swallowing.
No.
And that's what killed it. So it's like they just stopped knowing it's going to die and just sat there with a deer head out of it. So it's just weird. Yeah, I don't know how to describe. It's so hard to like kind of envision, but that's why I need to see it. But they didn't. Oh, that'd have been great.
I like the comment. How to Save a Life on Twitch stands. Not as fun to watch when you know the alligator is smarter. It sounds like the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote type things.
Yeah.
Very funny. Bilal, did you have anything to add?
I was thinking that line, walking through the bush looking for snakes, like I want to dance floor in San Francisco.
Snakes ain't nothing
I
to
don't
fuck
know.
with.
What else? What was that?
I should always explain to Americans that Canadians call the wilderness the bush. So
Yeah.
I forgot you guys are Canadian.
it was
Yeah.
Oh man,
the word that's just to us.
do you guys have a San Francisco?
What?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess Vancouver would probably be.
Yeah, I
or
think.
Toronto.
Oh, a really gay spot. Oh, like Church Street in
I
Toronto.
was thinking progressive actually. I
No,
wasn't
I
thinking-
meant
Oh.
literally. I meant a literal San Francisco.
Oh,
No.
Oh, we used to have a store that sells
It's
shit
just like a mirror.
called San Francisco
Oh.
that you could buy like statues and like prank stuff from.
We got a bay.
We got a bridge.
We gotta-
It's the same kind of thing.
We got a too steep hill.
We have provinces. We got moss. Do you like moss?
We don't have an
Moths?
island prison.
Oh, what?
We don't have Alcatraz, but we do have Winnipeg.
You guys are wasting your islands.
But we do have coffee crisps. So, and you guys don't get those.
We do have coffee crisp.
Oh, sweet. You don't have cookie
ketchup
crisp. though.
chips, fuck whatever those are.
Yeah, that's because the Canadian government deemed Cookie Crisp not food.
Blasphemy.
You down some ketchup chips at
Oh yeah.
American.
Okay, before we go on this nostalgic grocery
All
run
dress
here,
chips.
fucking supermarket sweep here. We'll go. I'm pretty sure I was. Yeah, I'll go next.
Yeah.
And then Bilal and Victoria. I think that's how it was before. So good set, Keller. And I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Boom. Yeah. I'm a producer now. I want to try a little bit something different. So I'm kind of working on like I don't know, I want to say a book or anything, but like a story at the very least. So it's gonna be a little bit personable, but just gonna be jokester, I think. Kind of talks about my childhood. So where do I want to start though? I want to start with like the best of times, the worst of times. That's the Oliver twist. I keep getting confused. I remember saying I want some more. Okay, whatever. I'll just skip a little paragraph. Okay. Because I want to like.
Too
Okay,
Dickensian?
What's that?
Too Dickensian?
Well, I just don't want to be like the saddest for 2 minutes and then funny. Fuck it. I'll just start from the beginning. Whatever. Here we go. So in the beginning, my parents had sex again. Gave birth to me. Skipped many years later. I suppose I could have skipped the parents' sex part, but like, where's the fun in that? If I had to visualize it, so do you. Anyway, I guess it's safe to say that I was an odd kid growing up. I mean, nowadays I'd just be called on the spectrum or something. Like, I'm sure, but like 30 years ago, I was just odd. Like, fortunately, this was 20 years after the boy ain't right times. So to me, it wasn't really anything too noticeable. Like, I know I had extremely overactive imagination, or what the kids call today anxiety. But like, I just put myself in so many worst case scenarios. It was almost like a gift. That gift was something that constantly made you uncomfortable to look at, like your parents having sex. Sorry, but like, I had like I would think of the odd situations that would take it to such a toll on my childhood. Not just me, but the people around me as well. Because naturally, they had no idea what the hell was wrong with me, and how could they? Like, this wasn't really something that was talked about in the late '80s, right? So I was just constantly told that I had an overactive imagination, and they weren't wrong. Like, I still find it funny how the most active thing about me is my imagination, right? But like, I would do these weird things. At least that's what it appeared to be from the outside looking in. Like, I remember one time in grade 5, I found a piece of lint in my mouth, and I freaked the fuck out. and I had to swear. I had to swear to emphasize the amount of freaking the fuck out I was doing. Okay. I also remember when I was 10 years old. Every time I was home, I had to use the washroom. I would go pee outside of our house. I'll explain later. Okay. Like we had a perfectly good bathroom, and how we had two, but I would pee outside the house until my parents caught me. Okay. When I was old enough to sign contracts and applications, I would thoroughly look for the word soul in the document. High interest, hidden fees, lifetime commitment. Those didn't concern me as much as the devil trying to pull a fast one on me by disguising himself as a cell phone service provider. So I mean, they're evil, not that evil. Now, was I crazy? Was I a weirdo? Was I retarded? Maybe in the perspective of others, but at the time, I thought I was just creative to the point where anything I thought of would manifest and take form. Okay, and at the time, I didn't know it was anxiety. At the time, it was more of a half glass full approach by calling it creative. Unfortunately, most of the time, it was a glass half full of creepy bugs. Okay, but honestly, for the age that I was at and the amount of creativity I had, it was so overwhelming. Like the amount of ideas and scenarios I could come up with. So if we can rewind a little, that time when I found a piece of lint in my mouth and I freaked the fuck out, well, that was because I thought I had found a spider sucking my insides dry. Oh, and the reason I would pee outside, well, that's completely logical. It was because I convinced myself that there was an evil spirit downstairs that would get me if I stayed for longer than 88 seconds. Okay, like I was far too creative, and I was too young to be able to understand it, and that was so overwhelming and exhausting. I even tried to compare myself to fictional characters to help me associate what role I'd be able to play in my daily life. Like, and I came down to two: Milhouse from The Simpsons. Like, there's more than one Milhouse, right? And Chucky from Rugrats. That one I had to go into details because there's more than one Chucky, and I don't like dolls, but I was scared of everything because everything could kill me. Like walking to a friend's. Oh, my parents warned me about a man in a white van a couple of years ago, and I'm pretty sure he's still out there. like snowball fights. What happened when I get struck in the face with a ball of ice that knocks my teeth down my throat and it cuts up my heart? like pills. What happens if I take a pill to make me feel better and I end up swallowing my tongue and suffocate? I still have a slight fear of swallowing my tongue, by the way. In fact, I am certain I created Final Destination way before it was even a franchise. Like I was afraid of everything, though. Like I used to have this one bully. Well, he wasn't mine. It's not like I could summon him whenever I take it down a few pegs. But there was this one bully in my class that would threaten me almost every day. He never laid a finger on me, but he bitch slapped me when it came to psychological combat, right? Like he'd always scare the shit out of me just by telling me, "You're dead after school." Okay? Now, the normal folk hearing the same thing for a week, you gradually figure out that's all talk. However, when you're mild-mannered Scott Porteous when unconscious and super freak out at any other time, it takes a different toll, okay? But it scared the shit out of me every time because I didn't take it as I'm getting beat up. I legit thought I was going to die after school. Like he might know something or see premonitions and use those abilities to bully people into saving them. Like, but to be fair, if he just said after school, I'm going to punch you in the face repeatedly, it just doesn't have the same effect. So as to someone who has produced several different shows, I can totally see his angle now. Like kill just sells better. Right? You can't promote something successfully with just literal words. You need slight exaggeration to sell the product. I'm almost done. Like you never see a movie show or describe what happens when a man has lost everything. You killed my family, and now I'm going to be handing out so many knuckle sandwiches. I hope you're wearing a watch because I'm about to clean your clock. You know, coming this summer, bang bang, your punch. So, anyways, of course he said dead. Besides, I'm sure that. That's the word most bullies have used as a result of their meetings. So I'm pretty sure they have meetings. You know, Bully Mike has the floor. Thank you, Bully Tom. Fellow bullies, I feel there's a more efficient way that we are able to spread fear into the hearts of nerds, geeks, dweebs, and spazzes. What if we stop saying punch you in the face several times and replace it with you're dead after school? That way we can emphasize what's going to happen to them and let them beat themselves up worrying about it. Also, by adding the element of school, we managed to incorporate a push-pull method and beat them up psychologically as well. Yes, nerd number one, you have a question. Thank you, Bully Tom. Personally, as someone who's been bullied by all of you, I think you should drop the after-school part as it takes away from the threat. Like, if I say, you're so dead, it sounds more menacing instead of saying, you're dead after I'm dead learning about fractions. Fair point, nerd. Okay, bullies. This meeting is adjourned until next week where we discuss locations to beat up dweebs other than the flagpole. And that's a little bit of what I do.
So
I was sweating.
now
that one.
let's follow up that immediate feedback. Since we know that he's receptive to more immediate feedback, let's give him some feedback right now. Like his
Sorry, I
bullies
know I went
should've.
over and such a hypocrite.
I liked it. I have one question about what something was. What are buoyant? Did you say buoyant right times? Did I just hear
No.
something weird at the
No.
beginning? Okay, never mind.
No. The boy ain't right times.
The boy ain't right times.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like
I
back
think
in the
with that like
Wonder Years.
buoyancy. And then, yeah, okay. The boy ain't right.
Yeah, I was really Again, similar. It's probably my own hearing.
Can I just say that Scott really looks like it needs like a small picture of Jesus over his right shoulder,
He really does. Yes.
off kiltered a bit, you know, not
Yeah. Or a saint at least.
yeah, something like that, some chain or something more. I like the. I like your joke about if I have to visualize this, so do you, sort of thing when you're saying that. But also then right when you talk about your mom and dad, like having sex, whatever, right? At the very start, I would have liked you to have explained what your mom and dad look like because I can't visualize them at all without knowing.
Probably
it.
for the best.
Yeah, but I thought my mom's a little like wide in the waist. My dad's got a pot belly. Just give a small imagery at least and just move on. I just thought that was pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of like a throwaway thing. But yeah, that's fair.
The other thing I think you look more like Chucky for Rugrats for sure. You're exactly the way it was. It made me laugh out pretty loud. So good job. Can you hear me okay or no?
Yeah, thank you. I can hear all of that.
Yeah, hilarious.
I really like when you were talking about the soul in the contract.
That's true.
That was really good. And I thought you could almost like emphasize it more since like milk it more. Like I'm looking for what are they gonna do to my soul and like just keep like looking for because you don't want your soul to be extracted or I don't know what. Like you only,
Right.
yeah. And the man with the van. That was really funny, and I thought you could maybe add like, have they caught the guy? Like I didn't hear that they caught the guy with the van.
There's always a van, though. There's always a guy at the van. I feel like in every age.
Yeah, and bang bang your punch. That was really really good. Yeah, and the bullying, like they're coordinating together so that everybody gets bullied, not just the one guy. That was good. I like that.
Thank you.
Maybe it's like a franchise of bullying so that it's even.
The Fight Club of
across
Bully Club.
Yeah. Yeah. That was good.
Sounds
you
like
ever
socialism.
Have you ever read Harold and the Purple Crayon? Has anyone here ever read
No.
Harold and the Purple Crayon?
No.
So Harold is a little boy who, with the power of his magic purple crayon, has the power to create the world simply by drawing it and imagining it. And he wants to go for a walk in the moonlight, so he draws the moon and he draws a path and he walks out and he gets lost and he goes on all sorts of adventures, but he gets scared. And eventually he finds his way back home. He draws himself his own comfortable home and he comes back home safely at the end of the story. It's a lovely book for children, but I think you might like it, Scott.
Left of him on the corner of the.
What is up? What? Because of a what?
It's a great book. It's one of those books. It's like it's a real easy read.
Is it a pop up? I won't read if it's not a pop up.
They might now. I mean, it's It's illustrated heavily, but
Where did that come from? I'm curious.
I just it was your story of creating your own scenarios.
That's what I do still, but now I'm able to like understand it more.
Yeah, no, it's a really good. It's a useful metaphor for that type of anxiety.
Right.
And the way that individuals create the things that they are most afraid of, and that it's like a process of exploration, and it's a really good, useful metaphor that's like told through a narrative device for children, and it's dope. I recommend.
You know what? Send me the story in the comments or a message. I'll give that a listen.
Yeah, if you're not at your next elementary school scholastic book fair.
No, if like if Sam Jackson will narrate it for me,
It's a good one.
I have this
appreciate
anxiety, ADD, as you should have. I create full scenario. Else, it's pretty funny. Like I have an inner like monologue with myself the whole way through it. So I sympathize with you that way.
Oh. Is this weird? Because this recently occurred to me because I know I had anxiety now, but like it never occurred to me as a kid I had something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I just had a weird imagination.
I mean, I don't know
Yes.
what's going on, but I'm definitely haunted by spiders.
Yeah, that's pretty much my childhood.
I'm not a doctor, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I imagine one cutting in,
Oh,
laying there sleeping. Yeah.
oh, it's so hard to make friends. Any more comments, Dad, Bilal, or anybody? Ooh.
I can't think of anything, honestly. Like, my brain isn't working right now.
That no worries. I've been there. Like I said, I'm working on like kind of just like kind of writing my shit down and like obviously trying to make it funny, but you know, just writing it down. So that was a bit more different than what I normally do. So I'm glad that it hits.
I like
hard.
the storytelling form.
Cool.
I was hooked. You took me on a journey.
yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
good.
I'll bring a crane next time.
Yeah.
No, legit. Let me know what the name of that story is. I'll look that up then. I'm very intrigued by that. Thank you. How did they have a life? By the way, for the comment. Okay, so I believe it's going to be Bilal and Victoria because Bilal before
No,
you have a song you're working on. I think that's what you were mentioning.
Victoria's next, and then I am, right?
Oh, you're still waiting
That was the
for
original
your
order?
song? Okay, all right.
All right.
No.
The order
I
got
was saying
changed
last
over.
time we went first.
Do you
the
want to
order
go
got changed
before
over.
me or no?
It's up to you, Bilal.
I was
You
just
guys,
saying
you guys
the
can-
order was changed, but okay. All right,
Yeah.
here we go.
How did
Yeah,
everyone's
wait,
going?
wait.
No, please, you first. How did you not know this is a room full of Canadians?
Bilal is an honorary Canadian.
Yeah, that's why he's going first.
Am I?
Looking forward to it now.
Where am I
Whenever you're
now?
ready.
All right, here we go. Ugh, fuck. How am I gonna do? Oh wait. There's no way I can play and hold this iPad.
Lean it on something.
Put it on the floor.
Put it on the. I'm not gonna put it on. Hold on.
Yeah, just peek your head. We
Put it
can
on the
see.
floor and like bend it the way.
That
There you
works.
go.
There you go.
As long as we can hear you.
Unless
Yeah,
you're
it's-
making faces that are important.
All right.
Be comfortable.
1 minute. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bilal Swain.
Yes. Oh wait, it's not tuning. I'm not gonna do this.
Ah!
God.
You're gonna have to do like
Jester,
me. Ha,
Jester, there is a
acapella,
diss
bitch.
track incoming.
There's a
Oh, that's
what?
really out of tune. What the fuck?
We're gonna have to do a battle of the bands when we got our instruments set up.
Dude, you have a diss track incoming. You came for me. I'm coming for you, Jester.
Uh-oh.
Be
I play a
prepared.
mean computer.
Okay.
I also play the automaton. This
Uh-oh. Should I be
I'll
concerned?
just tell regular jokes for now, then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. Okay, you know how dinosaurs have feathers? They say that dinosaurs used to have feathers. I'm waiting for Jurassic Park to release the chicken cut. The chicken cut. Oh man, oh that was hilarious. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So you know how every time there's like a big shooting or something, they're like, "Oh, it's guns' fault. We gotta take guns." What if after 9/11 they were like, "Nope, planes are too dangerous. We're going back to blimps." Because imagine 9/11 with blimps, like everybody would be like, "Oh, that's shit." That was such a terrible tragedy. Everybody on that blimp died, and nobody else, because it was a fucking blimp. It just kind of smushed into the side of the building and melted. Yeah. What if it bounced off? Like they're just trying to ram it. It's just like, boom, boom. Yeah. And then they got shot out of the air. Imagine how embarrassing that would be. Like you gotta walk by everybody you just tried to murder. That'd be fun. Man, dude, I had some good ass lyrics too. I was prepared, except
You go acapella.
All right. Acapella. All right. I heard that Jester is a child molester. You look like you fuck chickens, fucking up them chicken walls. Suck my dick and balls. Okay, it's not the same. I need the music behind it. Let me see.
I think we got a theme song, guys.
No, dude, yeah, it's gonna play before every single episode. It's gonna be that good. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah. Why is it Hispanic and not Hispanic? I had a friend who actually knew Jester in college. She said she actually had sex with him. She said she got to his place and he dropped his pants and he had the biggest, blackest dick she'd ever seen. And then it fell off and hit the floor. Turned out he was just taking a shit out of his pussy. That was hilarious. Sorry, you really bruised my ego by saying I was late. No matter if it was accurate. I feel attacked. I feel like I'm on the prowl now. I'm coming for you, Jester.
Oh no, the fill in the
let me
blank
see.
punchline is coming for me.
Yeah, I know, man. You filled in the blank with the wrong.
You filled in the wrong blank. You drew the wrong blank, motherfucker.
All right, one last joke. Let me see. One last one. Okay, you know how you ever go to a party or a club or something, there's a guy patting you down for like a weapon? How come no one has invented a gun that feels exactly like a dick? I think there's a big market for that. I would buy one. I'd pay top dollar. All right, that's it. You guys have any feedback?
I have some feedback.
This is supposed to be an anniversary show,
No.
guys.
It's fine.
Well, on the positive commentary, I like the idea of like a 9/11 of blimps. Like, how would like a terrorist like trying to like into a blimp and like crash? And I know it's a little dark, but just the visual of a blimp being taken in. I don't know. The Hispanic joke made me laugh a lot too. And then I just like that, yeah. And then the gun dick concept. That is a really unique perspective on it.
I think you're underestimating the amount of people who are buying a gun as some sort of dick replacement item.
Like overcompensating?
Yeah, like something. There's something going on there.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
I'm still laughing at your set. That's how much I enjoyed it. It's just so funny to me. Yeah, good job.
It was really good.
Some things, but just I forgot them all. I knew where you were going, and I had this plan. I've had this plan for years, and I wanted to do it the next one, but it's kind of ruined because what you just did. But I'm complimenting by what you're saying. So because the idea of me and my buddy were joking about one time was to go onto a musical show and just because I play banjo, but never actually play it, just keep tuning it the whole time, and that's what it did right there to me. If you pretended to play it, and just like, I just can't do it. Then you went into the whole thing. It's fucking hilarious. So good job, the whole thing. But
Oh, thanks. Yeah, some of us, got off easier than others.
That was really good. I don't know what I could add to your set. It was really good.
It's always hard to add the one-liners.
It's hard to. I'd like to write a response diss track, but it's hard to create rhymes with a name that I have difficulty pronouncing.
I'll spell it phonetically for you. Oh wait, it's already spelled.
What is it? What is the pronunciation? I would like to get it right.
Bilal.
Bilal. Okay.
Bilal. Yeah.
So
Oh
like,
wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna.
is this a birth
Oh, sorry.
of a feud? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be the next.
I liked it. I liked
Game
the
two.
set. It was a good. I liked it. all things considered, it was good.
Oh, my anxiety. Okay. Well, any comments on this rap battle here? Okay. No, we're good. No more. Yeah, no, like we could say. Like I said, like fucking one-liners are always hard to add to it because it's like they're short. But like I said, funny, very very funny.
Yeah, the rhymes were solid. I can't beef that, unfortunately.
Do something.
Okay. Victoria, do you want to take us home with your jokes?
Sure. I haven't written in a while, so like those are like half written, and like one of them is a set that I did the other day that Keller and Scott already heard. So here goes. I had this crazy sex dream last night, and when I woke up, my pillow was gone. I hate drinking cranberry juice in public. Because whenever I drink cranberry juice in public, I have to make eye contact with every single person and say, I don't have a UTI, right? Which is exactly what someone with a UTI would say, by the way. I tried to get bangs the other day, but my hairdresser refused. She said that it would break the do no harm oath that she made. So after 30 minutes of arguing, she finally talked me out of it and into tasteful layers instead. Everyone has to social distance now. It's not just for losers and people who stink like soup anymore. Everyone has to do it. Otherwise, they can die. It's like, imagine that you're allergic to shellfish and everybody else is shellfish, if that helps. Or like you're you and the other people are lava. Or imagine you're an American and everybody else is a nuanced opinion. Just stay away. Stay away. I think that TikTok is the real superhero of this pandemic. And I don't really care that the Chinese are keeping tabs on me. Like, what are they learning about me through TikTok? That I'm a Leo? How is that useful for them? Like, wow, Victoria likes leggings that are so tight they're controversial. How are you going to use that to take over? That's not... Anyways. And even if they look at what I do outside of TikTok, how are they going to take over with my search history? Half of it is me trying to figure out the difference between an ingrown hair and herpes. And the difference, by the way, is the hair. Although, according to Google, both can be fatal. So, I hope that this social distancing never stops. Not the COVID. COVID can stop, just the distancing. I just hope it goes on forever. I've never had so much space at the grocery store. Every time I go to the park, there's an empty bench. I'm not expected to go to any funeral. In fact, I am uninvited from funerals. It's great. And I'm saving a ton on flowers. And you wouldn't believe the amount of funerals I've avoided this year. It's a crazy amount. Usually I have to pretend that I'm pregnant and I don't want the baby to come out sad. I think that the social distancing is starting to get to me a little bit. It has been a full year, and it was really nice not to have to brush my teeth in the beginning. But now my gums are starting to hurt. The other day I went to the dentist and he said that I have bad breath. So that's it. Thank you.
Good stuff. Hang on, let me get this. I don't know how to do things. No, I got it. Okay. I love the concept of the TikTok. Like you talk about, like the Chinese are taking it, like trying to surveil us or something for TikTok. It's not much of a joke I wrote, but like I feel like how narcissistic of us of society are we to, like, I don't want no one to watching me. I'm like, really, like. So like, and you're sort of getting there, like that's you're talking about your leggings and stuff like that. I just feel like that should be addressed too, because that's so fun, because it's a legit thing, right? Like I don't want them watching me. Like, yeah, look, that's what they're going to do. Like they could be watching like government officials and shit like that, but no, they're going to watch fucking about your search history. Yeah,
True.
And I didn't write too much. Sorry, but I felt like there's a really funny premise for like other things that you could fake pregnancy for to get out of or something. Like other situations to like do certain things you don't want to be part of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't add too much. It was a good set, but yeah, I don't. My brain's fried now.
Thank you.
Loved it.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I liked your joke about you met with them. Oh, go ahead, Bilal. You haven't gone second.
No, you're fine.
Your joke about the cranberry juice. I have to look people in the eye and say, like, no, I don't have a UTI. I would go a little bit further than that. I was like, no, I don't have a UTI. I just like my vodka very bitter. Something like that. So that was pretty funny. Then I rewrote it like 20 times, and that's what I really spent your whole set doing, was that one joke. So,
Thank
but
you.
good job. That was really funny.
Thanks.
I like my drinks like I like my women, sour and bitter.
Bilal, you have something to add to that?
Oh yeah, I was
What?
thinking the same. Like, depending on what you were drinking it out of, people might have thought it was like wine or something. Like, would you rather be known as an alcoholic or someone trying to cure a UTI? But
Sometimes
for
first one,
the
then the
funeral
other.
thing, I was thinking, like, what if you started like killing everybody whose funeral you'd be expected to go to, just because you knew you had this short window where if they died, you wouldn't have to go.
Yeah.
Pretend that made sense.
Thank you.
Oh, that's too good. Jester, anything else?
No.
So, okay.
I thought about it though.
Yeah. Suspense. All right. Well, I guess that good set again, right? And that's gonna conclude the jokes. This has been the 1 year anniversary. So before we wrap her up, let's do some shameless self promoting. Let's start with Victoria. What do you got going on?
What do I have going on? So this Sunday, I'm going to have Luke Lindale on the podcast The Dirty Four that you can find on YouTube or on Facebook. We're just, it's just me and 3 other very dirty comedians, and we're just very crass for 2 hours. So if you're into that, you're going to like it. Other than that, on Tuesdays, I have a podcast called Quiz Whores, where me and Thompson do quizzes. And on Thursdays, I have the movie trivia night with Claudio Capri. And this week, we're going to be doing the Oscars. So don't miss it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you kindly. How you allow what you got to promote?
Oh, hey, if anybody here is in New York, I'll be in New York for the next week. I was on a Choices podcast with Noah Barczyk yesterday. It's on YouTube. The channel is called Checking In. It was a good listen if you like stuff, I guess. Also, stay tuned for my Jester Lynn diss track. It should be coming out within the next 24 hours. That's it. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Allow. Killer, what do you got going on?
I got nothing. Yeah, my city shut down, so I'm just here at the workshop. So I got it tomorrow night and the next night. I got 2 more shows in a row. So,
You got any social media?
oh yeah, Keller J Reeves. You know what? I don't pay attention to it. So I'm here. Now. Here,
Okay,
just here.
fair enough. Well, thank you for being here. And Jester.
You can follow me at Jesterland. I'd also like to plug Bilal's Jesterland diss track dropping in 24 hours. You guys come check it out.
Awesome. And okay. And yes, I got a couple of things going on. So the workshop, it happens every time, every day. In theory, unless something cancels, but normally every day, 10 p.m. EST. That is always different hosts, different panels, different times, and different same time, different topics, and lots of fun. I have tomorrow. We have today, Saturday, Monday. Monday is the last episode for the season of Turbo Comedy, which I promoted recently on the ad. That's the last episode, so the winner will be announced. $20 will be rewarded, and it's going to be a really, really fun time. I made a little bit of a surprise for all the people part of that show. So if you're looking for something to do at 6 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. EST on Monday, give that a watch. It's going to be a good time. And we have a Turf War, where I have 2 different comedy scenes battle it out to see who is a better one. I don't know why I said that. I'm just trying to make it more animated. So we have New York versus LA. This is next Sunday. That's going to be on 8 p.m. EST. And it's going to be a very, very fun show. And yeah, that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for the comments. Thank you for supporting us for a year already. And here's hope. Here's to more years happening and less distracts. Just more love, less diss. So thanks everybody. Thank you all for being part of this. And sorry that Kate wasn't able to make it. And hope you all had a good time and have a wonderful and healthy night. Goodbye.